What do I even wear pants for these things? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hard 100, a video series documenting the culling of my collection from what it is to what it's going to be, and that is a Hard 100 games. There are a few games in this world where you look at it on the table and you go, that's really pretty. We talked about Everdell back there. That's a very pretty table presence game. Some games you have and it's just like, wow, that's really pretty. I'm looking at a game right now that's on this table that looks gorgeous, but that's not the one we're talking about today, even though that game is, it's a bit of a mess. But the one we're talking about today is just stunning. It is one of the most beautiful games you will ever see on the table when you play it and when you're finished. When you're done, you'll have this beautiful city and everything will look gorgeous. And ladies and gentlemen, get your crystal balls ready because today we are definitely practicing Santorini. Santorini by Dr. Gordon Hamilton, that'll be easy to spell later, is a game for you and one other player to build up that city to do, it's an abstract game. So what this game has you doing is on your turn, you're gonna do one very simple thing. You're gonna move one of your workers to an adjacent space, up, down, left, right, and all the diags, and then you are going to place down a building piece. This building piece is going to be a level 1, a level 2, or a level 3, or the cap. And that's it. You can build as high or as low as you want. When you move up the thing, you can move up a level, but down as many levels as you want. And the goal of the game is to get one of your two little worker dudes to the top of a building. And that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a checkers level board game when it comes to what you actually need to do. It's stupid simple and it's stupid fun. The reason why it's fun, the basic game on its own is, it's okay. You just move your worker, you build a piece, and then when you're done, it looks beautiful. It's on this beautiful little floating island thing. And this whole thing is wrapped around a Greek theme, Greek mythology specifically. Now, I do have the Golden Fleece expansion in there that was released with a Kickstarter, but it was also released afterwards, and we'll talk about my annoyance with that in a bit. But this game goes from, oh, it's pretty cute, to, that's really good, with one very simple addition, and that is the God cards. And you also have the hero cards, but that's a little bit different. What the God cards do is take this simple formula of move a dude, build a thing, get to the top of a tower, win, into something phenomenal. For example, if you have the god Hermes, your little builders can move as many spaces as they want in any direction, provided they stay on the same level. There's also some characters that can put the dome on any space. And one of the losing conditions is that if you can't move and build on your turn legally, then you lose. So the way they win is they want to trap you in. There's also mythical beasts like Medusa, for example. What she has to do is she has to be on a building next to you and then build where your body is. She basically turns you to stone. It's all super thematic and super awesome, and there's a couple of dozen different gods and things in here, and the art is the #1 thing that drew me to this game, and it is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And there are other gods that will let you do other things like, oh, you have to move both your people and build on every turn. So it really mixes up the game. It changes the win conditions, it changes the loss conditions. Eros is in the game, Cupid, and basically what you have to do is your workers start on opposite ends of the board, and in order for you to win is you gotta march them together and put them on a pedestal, a level 1, and that's it. It's stupid easy, but so fun, and every god is very thematic in the way that they change the game and the way that you win the game with them. Wonderful. Let's do housekeeping. This is for 2 or 4 players. No, this is for 2 players. You can play it where, oh, I control one, then you control the other, but no, this is a 2-player game, and you will play it as a 2-player game. I wonder if there is a mode where you could have it for 3 players. I think that might be fun to move around. Each one of you controls one person. I'm sure there's a variant out there where you can do that. 20 minutes. Now, your first game you ever play will probably go 20 minutes. The longest game, once you know what you're doing, is like 10-15 minutes. It's very quick to the point where you're doing most likely a best 2 out of 3, and you just don't want to stop playing it, which, you know, isn't that what gaming's all about? And then ages 8 and up. Okay, now let's talk about the one thing that annoys me about this game that almost makes me want to get rid of this copy and buy another one. This is by Roxley Games, and this is the first edition printing of it. I do have the Golden Fleece expansion, which I believe was done by a different production company. So the cards in the Golden Fleece expansion have a different color and a different size, just so much than the cards that were in the original game, to the point where when I'm shuffling them, I can see the colors and I see it, and it's infuriating. Yeah! If you are the type of person who doesn't like things like askew glasses when I'm talking to you, this is gonna annoy the shit out of you, because you're gonna see those cards and you're gonna be like, I know every one of these things. Oh, that's hurt my eyes. Boop. I know which one of these cards are for this game and which one are for the others. Now, like I mentioned, there are gods and there are monsters, but there's also heroes. Heroes are a little bit different, in which they have a power, a very strong power that is utilized once per game, and then it's done. So you have your Hercules, your Theseus, Theseus, a lot of yeses. Or if you want to use the aforementioned Golden Fleece expansion, it's basically a Fleece mini that you put on the board, and you pick a god at the top, and you only get to use that god's power if you are adjacent to that. So it kind of makes everyone hoard to the middle to get the power to go out. Haven't really played that version yet. I have no interest in doing that, but it's a cool little mini. Argonauts. So Santorini is a phenomenal game. It is on sale everywhere. Target, I think Walmart has it, everywhere. You can probably go to a 7-Eleven and find a copy of Santorini, and if you have not, it is worth your time. Santorini, in this big beautiful box of filling stuff up, is in the Hard 100. This game is one of those games that I look forward to playing with my daughter, and it is one of those games that I look forward to playing any time. I just love the idea, the simplicity of moving, putting a person down, building. I love the gods, I love the art, I love Greek mythology, period. Just got finished playing 70 damn hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I just love Greek mythology so much that after playing Assassin's Creed and playing this, I took this Gordon Hamilton, found another Hamilton, Edith Hamilton, and went and bought this mythology book. I can't get enough of it. I absolutely love it. It's worth it. It is perfect for my shelf. It's perfect for yours. I don't think that it's a perfect game. I feel like there is something missing, but I don't know what it is, but I just love playing it. If you do not own this game, it's perfect for my shelf. It might be perfect for yours. If you want a good two-player game that you can sit down, play a whole bunch of times through, it's wonderful. The components, beautiful. Looks beautiful on the table. I almost wish there was a travel size version of this where I could just stack regular tiles, because this box is big, because this box has got a lot of plastic in it. All right, so this is going back on my shelf. I will put it back down there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this, the latest edition of the Hard 100. I hope you enjoyed as well. Peace out. Clap yet. I don't practice Santorini. I ain't got no crystal ball, but I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could find that. I know.